It's not that I hate you, but I was encoded like that. Pre-encoded like that. Pro-Enki. Came out of the whole of Amentis. So the root word of encoded is Enk. Enk as in Enki, or phonetically Enk as in the Ankh, the symbol of life that was left by our ancestor for us. So Enk is in the root word, as in phonetically ink as well. What's ink? Thanks to ink we write. And who's the master scribe? Who's the master teacher? Tehuti, right? And Seshat. And who's Tehuti? The son of Enki, right? And who's the son of Enki of? Of Anu. You know, the Most High. Where I'm trying to go with this. You know, I'm under the sunlight. And that's something that I suggest you to do. Under the sunlight and I'm thinking. Thinking but not thinking. Maybe just receiving, right? So, do you know Russian roulette? I know Russian roulette. I know that it has up to 36 numbers. So 36 is the highest. In Islamic tradition, Allah has 99 names. The 36th is Al-Ali. Al-Ali is exalted, the Most High. So the number of the Most High is 36. And if you watched previously one of my videos, or probably in two of them, I did mention that in 2011, when I had a spiritual awakening, and I literally said to you, you know, I cried out and I asked God, whatever name I gave to it, my energy was directed towards the Most High, or the highest, that was conceived in my heart and mind. And the reply that I had was a reply by way of numbers. And everything is ordained by numbers. God is numbers. And the numbers that I received, I told you, is 33, 36, and 39. So 36 being in the middle, you know. And we know the sixth of the 369. You know, with Nikola Tesla and way before that. Of course, that's ancient knowledge. So 36 being in the center, in the middle. And 36 is the name of the Most High in Islamic tradition. And that's something. So Russian roulette, how do I break it down? Ra, as in the sun. Russian, not Russian, but Russian. You know, that's the polarization. Because, I mean, Russia, they're not our friends anyway. You know, these are not agreeable beings. You know, without generalizing, these Caucasians are not the faction that is really fighting with us. We're fighting against them, regardless of the supposed alliances and whatnot, right? So, Ra, shine, and that in itself is an indicator of the winning side, right? And it's the side of the Most High. So who created the sun that is shining always in the sky? You know? Always making its way to the horizon, or Heru. So who are the real people of Aset, Asar, and Heru, the original Trinity? Right? Sun will always win. So Ra, shine. Right? And what's roulette? Roulette to me sounds like rule. So Ra, shine, and rule. Ra, shine, roulette. What's et? Et is ET, right? What's ET? Extraterrestrial. So Ra shines and rules. Thanks to who? Extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial what? Aren't we Earthlings? Yeah, but we have extraterrestrial DNA. So that's the true rulership. The Son of God, the Son of God, Heru people, Asar people, you know. I heard somewhere that the children of Asar went to Senegal. But anyway, and I know that people that are not familiar with breaking things down and have an open eye and a certain inclination towards spirit and a certain spirituality, or in this case, let me tell you, spirit duality. Not spirituality, spirit duality, because if you see roulette, you have at the end, it's ETTE. So you have the first ET, let's call it benevolent, and the other ET is the polarization. So the negative forces, or again, negative extraterrestrial forces. And to cite, you know, the master teacher, we can say agreeable and disagreeable. Master teacher being Malachi Tzadok York. We can say agreeable and disagreeable, right? And that's the truth. So that's what this reality is. It's Russian roulette, and you must pick a side. Yes, you have to stay centered, but you have to choose a side. You know what I'm saying? And we are the true leadership. That's what I'm trying to say. We are the true royalty. We are the true angelic being that we speak on behalf of the Most High. And this, I guarantee you, 100% is a message that is coming straight from source, you know, straight from the Most High. I have that connection. I know that. So again, and who's gonna win this battle anyway? Between the forces of darkness and the forces of light, so-called light. Do not be fooled by the word light, because you might pick lie. This is not a lie, this is truth. Truth is truth, right? Of course, gonna be in the Most High, 36. Al-Ali, I said it, in Islam tradition, 99 names. The 36 is the highest, the Most High. Number 36. It's in the number. The highest will always win, you know. Sooner or later, the strongest will always win. And the strongest is the Most High, the Creator. So, Russian roulette. Whoever is watching, whether you're Italian, Russian, Ethiopian, whatever, you know, do the work of God, you know, recognize the angels, you know, recognize the being that came down here for a certain purpose, to fight this war, this spiritual war. We won already anyway. I know, I told you, 36 is the highest number on the Russian roulette. And whether they want to divert this energy, you know, they can do anything, but we will decode it and, you know, and go against you. So another interesting fact about the Russian roulette and how I connected to my download now, and with the sun, you know, with the sun, or Aten, you know, as King Akhenaten baptized it, is this. If you sum all the numbers from 1 to 36 in the Russian roulette, again 36 being the highest, let me reiterate that, you get the number 666. Do it on your calculator, do it on your mobile phone, whatever, count it, use your mind, fucking hell, use your mind. Do it by mind. You get the number 666. And what is that? Russian roulette. And what is 666? Isn't 666 the molecule of carbon? Isn't 666 carbon? 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. Ain't that something? And I received something else now, by the way. So how do you charge carbon? So take this melanin, you know, take us as carbon beings. How do you charge melanin? With the sun, right? That's how you charge melanin. With Ra shining, the Russian roulette. So the real rulership, I must say, is people with a very heavy melanin I'm lost now for a second. I was thinking about something. So the real rulership is people highly melanated. And the reason I believe why I stopped is that I can't truly only compartmentalize and say it's just that, because there's a high number of people that are not, you know, African in origin, or from, you know, the native people of the Americas, which are black people anyway, or wherever around the world, that are truly spiritual, you know, are truly tuned in, you know. They just chose a certain avatar, I believe. But that's how it is. The real rulership is us from the beginning. As much as, you know, we can be devils too. So that also is in the equation. So if you are the first, if you are the Alpha and Omega, so how evil came about, right? You know, it must have been us. But we know it's us. Who knows, knows. What is rule? Russian roulette. Rule is RU. Let me break down the first two words. RU, which I already did. R, if you see the R, is actually the eye of who? Of Heru. Horus, horizon, the sun, always in the sky, right? You need that connection. Otherwise, you're not a ruler. You cannot rule anything. You don't know what the sun is, you don't rule shit. You're just in your ego, trust me. And that's the R. And what's the U? Again, came from above, down here, to go back up. Who makes that journey? You know? Angels, seraphim angels, angels of the green light, right? As the master teacher Malachi Tzedok York will say. Yeah, that's how it is. That's the R and the U. What's the L and the E? First of all, when I see the L in itself, the way it's pronounced is already L, right? As in L, as in God, in ancient Hebrew, right? And we have the origin also. I told you already, we have origins that are Semitic, Shem, from Shem, and Ham, you know. We are a particular mixture, because then we have also Arabs, original Arabs, yeah? So again, we're talking about heavily melanated people. So some people would go away from, oh no, Arabs and this and that because of the modern Arabs, but we're talking about original Arabs, you know. Everything in origin is melanated people, European as well, you know, Moors and whatnot. So keep that in mind. I have to specify this because first of all, it's truth, and I want you to keep listening to the message, right? So what's the L? Again, in itself, it's L, which means in Hebrew, God. But L is like this, like a one, receiving straight from above, right? So straight from the crown. And then the plane down here, which is earth, receiving from up and dispatching to this, you know, this reality here, this dimension, right? But invert the L and the E in rule. Again, you have L, you know. So what I'm trying to say is, are you open here? Do you have the connection with the divine? Remember, the R looked like the all-seeing eye of Heru, the eye of Heru or the eye of Ra. Are you that connected to the divine? so much that you can rule, you know? Or you're just in your ego and you're just a man and you wanna rule and you want to be in charge. But probably you're incompetent, isn't it? Probably the doors has been shut for you, right? Probably you're not eligible, you know, for this Russian roulette that we're playing, right? So it's not anybody's place to be necessary on top, you know? And I'm giving you a top message, and it's not the first time that I'm giving you a top message, right? So, again, if you're not a number 3, as in Al-Malik, you know, interesting that I'm mentioning Al-Malik. If you're not a number 3 of the 99 names of Allah, which is King, Al-Malik is King, or owner of dominion, isn't it? You know, take a back seat. Take a back seat. You know, take a back seat. There's nothing more beautiful when it comes to acknowledging somebody that is higher than you. When I know and see people that are higher than me and are truly God's people, I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow, I like that. You know, I like to follow the teachings. I like to follow, you know, the energy. And that makes me very, very humble, believe me. I don't know what you perceive from me, but that makes me like, wow, there's a long way. There's a long way, you know, because there's always somebody that set the bar high. And, you know, there's always somebody that set the record straight, you know, and that's the master teacher, Malachi Tzadok York, you know. He set the record straight. What is set? You know, set as in the ruler of darkness or underworld. Funny that I mentioned the name Malik, because I think that Malik relates as well to a guard, to being a guard in the underworld, you know. So somehow controlling the negative entities in there. Some type of King Solomon stuff, isn't it? You know, controlling the demons. But yeah, that's my message. And yeah, again, you have to charge your carbon, your melanin. You know, 666. 666 looks like what? A woman pregnant, you know? 3 women. 3 women. And I actually, it's funny because I was thinking about 3 women. Well, I would say 3 goddesses. I was having a confirmation of a breakdown that I saw somebody is doing, a female. And in the background, that music wasn't supposed to be there, but the music was there for a reason, right? Synchronism, that's the cosmos, right? And the music was Cosmic Girl from Jamiroquai. Cosmic Girl from Jamiroquai. From another galaxy. And that's crazy. It's funny because I'm talking about the Mosai. The Mosai is actually the Mosai of this galaxy, right? There's different galaxies, to my understanding. But then I'm giving the message about this person and synchronistically hearing the song of Jamiroquai, Cosmic Girl from Another Galaxy, as if this person has another Mosai. Alyun El. Alyun meaning the Most High of the Most High. You know, that's crazy. But yeah, the 666 represented 3 women. I don't know what's up with 3 women and rulership, but that's what I saw, 3 women. And also remember, that was the night of the 8th of March, a few days ago. And I was sleeping, but not really sleeping. Probably in theta state between being awake and sleeping. And what came to my mind was God Will Rise, the tattoo that Nipsey Hussle had. Where? In my mind, it was on his right temple. And I was like, wow, God Will Rise on his right temple. So information was flowing. Hopefully will come back up for me now. And what I saw is, you know, I straight away connected it to, numerically, to God will. God will rise. So God will alone is 7 letters. And rise is 4. Therefore 7-4 are connected to my date of birth. 7-4. Right? And what's 7-4? Or 4-7, yeah, 4th of July. It's 11, 4 plus 7. And what's 11? The gate, or the gateway. Remember, this was night time. So, the tattoo was here, over the cheekbone, right? And on top it has prolific, which is another interesting word, right? So, tattoo being here, right temple, excuse me, this is the right temple, which is connected to feminine energy, to emotions, you know, and creativity. And that was a very creative moment anyway, because I was receiving, right, from the universe, let's put it that way. So this right temple, remember, God will rise, 11 letter, 11 as the gate, mastery. What's in the middle? That's the first eye. Again, connection to the divine. So that's the message was coming from me. I can't say it was directly from Nipsey Hussle, but potentially, why not? Most likely, actually. And then I said, it's on the feminine side, it's on the right side, which is the female one, all right? I said, then it's not God will rise. I realized something. I said, Goddess will rise. And I said, Goddess will rise? I said, okay. Straight away, I'm not even thinking about this stuff. Straight, I go to the numbers. So Goddess is 7. And what's will? Will is 4. So Goddess will, the will of the goddess, or in our language would be Gebre Selassie, one of the 3 Trinity. Gebre Selassie. I am Habte Selassie, richness of the Trinity, my literal name. Then you have Haile Selassie, you know, which is power of the Trinity. And then Gebre Selassie, you know, the 3rd element, or whichever way you want to put it. And that's, again, Goddess will, it's 11. And again, that's a gateway, right? Or the morning gate, right? The gateway or the morning gate. And then if you add rise, it's 15. 15, 1 plus 5 equals 6. Again, we go back to the 6, right? Which is what? Which is family, is the female pregnant. So we're talking about 3 mothers, 3 goddesses. So funny but not funny. Very realistic, because the 4-7 children, or 7-4 children, are the ones that commented on your post. And I'm referring to you, Naima's post. And you woke up in the morning, AM, at what time? 4-7. And who told you to wake up? Melanie, right? Melanie told you to get up. So again, Goddess will rise. God will rise. So, and the only 2 again that commented was me and Nikki. Nikki was born also on the 4th of July, on 4, 7, again 11, mastery. 11 as in the temple. 11 is 1 and 1, the temple, and in the middle it's the morning gate, the gate to the divine. That's mastery. So, and the 666, as I received before, is like you 3 women, right? So you, Melanie, you, Naima, and you, Nikki, right? That's how I received it. I'm not gonna even make this message private. I'll just keep it as it is, you know. So yeah, so that's the original 666, you know. That's the women. So that's Goddess Will Rise. This is what I received, and you know, and that's interesting. You know, cosmic girls from another galaxy. Wow. So yeah. So the message is, I don't want to be generic and say love all women, because I don't love all women. Again, as I said, you know, we angels. We angels of the green light. We the seraphim angels, right? So love whoever you can love. And you know, and you must honor, and this goes to the boys, you must honor the ladies that deserve that respect, you know, and you will be paid back with a lot of respect and honor from them, from the universe, and things will shift. And that's what's up. So I'll keep it like that. And remember, Russian Roulette. I wasn't playing Russian Roulette, you know. They can try to shift frequencies, you know, and make them from positive to negative. They can try to change the polarities, you know, but we won already. They can stop the mission. And the mission is, as I said before, Miss Iron. The mission is Miss Iron, you know. That green hue, that green light, heart chakra, heart and crown. And we know who comes with the green light. We know who comes with that energy. And that's us.